And the talk is on.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome to JNS Talks with Show and Joe.
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's cool. Staying up there.
Look at your tan.
Oh, yeah, we went to the beach. I'm killed.
Yeah, looking like a buttered up lobster right now.
Red lobster.
So, let's talk about
On a serious note
space.
now. Yeah.
Yes, on a serious note. Well, not too serious.
Yeah.
What do you think about giving your partner space? What type of space? How much space? Do you have reservations about them going out? Or do you encourage them to go out? There's so many things to think about in a relationship.
Oh, hell yeah.
And when people get together, that is in the back burner space.
Yeah.
You know that honeymoon stage where people are all over each other?
Yeah, and it's just suffocating. I think, to me, that's suffocating.
Yeah, we've never done that.
Yeah.
One being I was on lock, and two, even like when we became adults and we had our own place and we started living together,
Yeah.
we always give each other space.
Definitely, always been an advocate for space, even, in high school, whatever, and you wanted to go out with your friends. I'm like, yeah, do you?
Yeah. And so that brings me to the going out part. So many people, when their significant other goes out, they get paranoid, especially if it's a girls' night out. Girls' night out, let me tell you, girls' night outs could be dangerous.
No.
Especially if it involves a male strip club.
Alcohol.
So,
But
alcohol
is always, but
yeah,
but irresponsible use of alcohol.
Yeah. Those girl trips, woo! I can't give out too much information on that.
Yeah.
Can't break the girl code. But
everybody knows what goes on.
But yeah, I mean, and especially if you have a circle of friends that encourage you to do nonsense, right? And that also brings me to a topic where what type of friends do you surround yourself with once you find yourself in a serious relationship?
Yeah.
Because that goes hand in hand with your partner being able to trust you when you go out.
To give you space,
To give you that space, yeah.
So what do you do? Like, when, like, girl wants to go out, are you gonna go with her? Are you not? Are you gonna just then, or do you? Like, okay, she goes out, then you go out, or are you just gonna lay back and that's it, let it be?
We've never had an issue with that. Thank God. Well, not thank God, thank you. Thank us.
Yeah.
We've never
made it work.
Whenever we wanted to go out, whether it be by ourselves or like with our friends or together, we've never had an issue.
Yeah.
There's been times when I went to dinner with my friends, and of course drinking's involved. I mean, you always told me beforehand, be careful.
Yeah.
Yada yada. The talk where it's like, I care about you, I don't want anything to happen to you.
Exactly.
Be responsible. But it's never been like, yo, you better not do this, you better not flirt, I'm gonna be calling you, texting you. You've never texted me, never called me.
I just let you be in that.
Yeah.
And that's where most dudes, they fuck up. They wanna be all up on their girls, texting, oh, so how you doing? What you doing? How was the food?
Sending pictures, demanding pictures, and all that.
Oh yeah, let me get a picture of your beautiful face. Yeah, and when at the end of the day, you just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, looking in the background and shit like that.
And that's the thing, that at the end of the day, a girl's gonna know what you up to.
Yeah. See, and girls are notorious for requesting pictures and to do their little FBI things, zooming in on pictures and shit like that. But guys do it too. Yeah. Guys can be just as bad.
We're this one and the same. When there's jealousy involved, when one of the partners is jealous, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They turn into a top investigator.
Yeah.
When it comes to crap like that. And especially when you can't trust your partner, you know, like that's when you got, you know, serious issues.
Right. So before you guys get into a very serious stage in your relationship, you have to speak about those boundaries and you have to speak about the space.
Yeah.
Because it's very important.
Those things, I feel like they should be talked about at the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
what
before
do you
guys
see?
make it official, like you're my husband. I mean, you're my girlfriend,
Girl,
you're my
whatever.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Like, you want to sense how the other person is gonna give you space. You know, if that person is not, if you feel like that person is a little bit too jealous, and maybe that's not your thing, then you know that person is not for you, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I've always said if a person's jealous in the beginning stage, if you're less than a year with someone and you're hella jealous,
It's just gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where you know, every relationship has a feeling out, you know. Before you buy a car, you test drive it, right? And then with a relationship, it's like you have that feeling out process, you test it out, you know. And space is one of the biggest ones because that is a big factor in people breaking up.
Yeah.
Is space, boundaries, jealousy.
A lot of
people, it's all in the same.
A lot of people be like, "Oh, we broke up because I feel so suffocated, or I don't even know who I am anymore. I lost myself.
Exactly.
I can't do anything without him," being because they got used to the person there, or the person's really just suffocating them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some suffocating people out there.
Yeah.
You know, that they just, you know, that they get with somebody and they just want to mold them into something. And then next thing you know, the other person just fell for it. What they didn't even notice. And then when they do realize that, it's like, whoa, what's going on here? Or when they talk to a friend, like, yo, are you letting your man do that or your girl do that?
Right.
That's when you realize.
It takes a third party looking in.
From the outside in.
Yeah. And it's like, why are they like that?
Yeah.
How can you be in a relationship like that?
And we all know somebody that is like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably laughing like and thinking like, oh, that's that person and that person.
Yeah. But I can guarantee you, if you don't have that conversation about space, it can be detrimental to your whole relationship. No matter how many years you put in, you could have 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. If you guys do not establish what type of space you need, then the relationship could crumble so fast. Because that's part of the foundation of a relationship. Boundaries are so important.
Yeah, you're right. Without boundaries, you don't have, you know, that other person just can't, you know, both of y'all, you know, like there needs to be boundaries on both sides.
Right. And space doesn't always have to be time away from each other. Space could be.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Like for the phone, for example.
Yeah.
How many of you guys go through your significant other's phone just for the fuck of it? Or you suspect something and you go to the other person's phone, or you have your phone there but you find an excuse to use your partner's phone. You know, that could be an invasion of privacy, an invasion of space.
Yeah.
Crossing that boundaries, because your partner may not be doing something, but it's just like, okay, this is mine.
Yeah.
Why do you have to use it? Why do you have to go through it?
Exactly.
It's just like for my makeup shit, right? I don't like people touching it. I don't like people using it. I don't share my makeup. One, it's not sanitary. And two, it's just like, that's mine. That's precious to me. Right? Exactly. That when I do my makeup, when I get ready, I don't like anybody in the room with me. I need to concentrate.
Yeah.
And when people come in, knowing that I need my space during that time, I get easily annoyed.
Yeah. That's why people need to understand what space is.
Yeah.
So what space is one, a little bit of physical space. If a person needs space to, get ready to do whatever they got to do, then that's how that person operates. Some people operate like that. They need space before even, like she said, if she needs to do makeup or whatever. Some people might need it to meditate. Some people are like that. Some people just need it to just, when they're getting ready, they don't want to talk to nobody, give them space. Yeah. Then you got the space with their own life. Maybe they have their own family. Give them space.
Yeah. Family is a big thing too.
If they have a damn family and they want to go see them, if they want to talk, stop butting in. Like, oh, so what's up? How's your family? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's cool to ask, but not to ask, like, intimate stuff when you're at an early stage.
And even if you have years, and for example, like when you talk to your siblings, I don't ask, what you guys talk about. Yeah. I don't need to know everything. But whereas definitely. I knew someone who was dating someone in your family, and they would come to me and ask, oh, so what did so-and-so talk about? Yeah, I don't know. Not cool. And I had to school her about it. Like, listen, they were together. They grew up together before I entered the picture, before you entered the picture. That's their special bond, right? Yeah. Whatever you guys talk about, it could be good, it could be bad. It's still not my place, and it's not my business unless you decide to tell me. Exactly. Then okay. And but I've never. That's
another form of space.
I've never said, "Oh, what did you and so and so talk about?" Yeah. Right? I never made it a point like, "Oh, I need to know," because that's the thing. I really don't need to know.
Yeah. For what?
Exactly.
Yeah, and if your significant other wants to tell you, then okay.
I would ask, okay, so how's this person? How's that person? And if you say good and then elaborate, then okay, I'm here to listen. But if you just keep it at they're good, they're chilling, okay, I'm not gonna delve deeper into whatever it is I'm trying to find out. Yeah. There's just a point where you can't be nosy. You shouldn't be nosy. It's really not anyone's place.
Yeah, and that goes right into the space. You can't violate that space, you know? Like, at the end of the day, even though you're going out with somebody, you're still two different people. And that's what people forget. Oh, yeah, we're one and all this, blah. Okay, yeah. We get the point. But it's not, you really are not one, okay? You know, you're you, you're me. People have different emotions, different state of minds. You know, sometimes you're going to have a bad day where you need a little bit of breathing space. I might need it. Yeah. Your partner might need it. You know, like everybody needs, and you should also know when, because everybody has a bad day, you know? Yeah. And some people cope with it in different ways. So, and a way that people cope with it is with space. Just want to be alone for what, like maybe an hour or two, whatever it is,
to get their thoughts together.
Exactly. Like, I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just like to just either talk and just destroy it right there. But there's some people that are like that. Yeah. You kind of used to be like that. Yeah. And a lot of people don't get that, you know? And that's why you have people, you know, everybody has that friend where they have that significant other that's overbearing. And that's part of it. You know, sometimes it's just about giving them a little bit of physical space. Sometimes just don't talk, you know?
Yeah. And that's where you have to get comfortable in that relationship where you guys could be in the same room, just somebody reading a book, somebody listening to music or doing something, you know, and be comfortable. Exactly. There's so many people that if you are not talking, if you're not kissing, if you're not cuddling or something, it's awkward silence.
If you're not doing some type of activity together, it's just like, oh, this is going bad. Like, no.
You know what's a big thing? What people take personally, when their spouse comes home from work and they need time to wind down.
Oh, if yeah, that's very important.
Oh my God, honey, I'm home. Like in the movies.
Yeah, that's what. Come on, that's in the movies.
And I'll be honest. I mean, I never expected that, like in the movies. But there were days when you would come home and I'll be so excited to see you, right? But you were just tired and just wanted to chill, and I just wanted to like hug you and make out and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
But it was just because I love you that much and I missed you. And being home with the kids and all day, another adult, especially you coming into the house, is like, oh my God, adult interaction.
Yeah.
So, and I used to take it personally and be like, damn, okay, he don't want to talk to me. But I had to learn over time, and that's when I was younger, and we only had Aiden at the time. But with time, I learned.
Yeah,
and we spoke about it. I didn't hold it a grudge towards you. There's a lot of people that hold a grudge, like, oh, well, you don't talk to me when you come home, and you don't even kiss me and all that. Nah, because you've always given me a peck, a hug, and be like, okay, I'm gonna go chill, I'm gonna take a shower, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, even just time to take off your clothes and just wash your face. You just want to or shower, just get the day out of you, and then then you're good to go. Some people don't understand that.
Yeah.
That type of space also, coming back from work, people need space to wind down,
Yeah.
And if somebody's just like right away, it's just like, damn,
Yeah. Instead of,
and you could love somebody so crazy, but then all that, that like
whatever energies thing, from the day,
it just, I don't know, it messes up a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just like we all see it happen. A lot of people are experiencing it. Most people are, because most people just don't understand it. They gotta go through a breakup or two or whatever it is, so then understand it.
Yeah, like just because you feel like you don't need space doesn't mean that your partner doesn't need space. Everybody is wired differently. Everybody operates differently. And it's up to us to keep an open mind. If you want your relationship to work, if you really love the person you're with, you have to understand them.
Yeah.
And something might seem like the littlest thing to you, right? It may not seem like a big deal, but to the other person it is. And if they tell you about it, like let's say they feel like you're overbearing about something at a certain point, and they talk to you about it, and you keep on doing it, what does that show your partner? It's like, okay, I didn't even bother to listen to what you said, or I heard you, but I'm not respecting your request for that little amount of space.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, when some people do that.
And it's like, what the hell did I just talk for? Okay, so I'm talking to a wall. Goes in one ear, comes out the other, so you really don't care.
Yeah. And keep saying, people just don't get it. And hopefully whoever's listening out there could take a little nugget from here and apply it to your life. Yeah. Because I feel like everybody could work on this.
Yeah.
Everybody. We could still work on it.
And it doesn't always have to apply to relationships where husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. It could apply to brother, sister,
everybody,
parents.
Also, yeah. Well, anybody that you're kind of living in a way or just interacting a lot with. Yeah. Even with a friend, Sometimes you have these set of friends that, always, texting.
They feel entitled to know everything.
Yeah, and then, then you have that friend that's, then gets too confident, wants to know every little thing about your life. And let's face it, you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that goes for any type of relationship.
And with a friendship, things get really sour when your friend gets a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yup.
And then they want to spend time with their boyfriend, girlfriend, and your friend is just like, oh, so you're choosing them over me, like that type
blah,
of shit.
blah, blah.
And
yeah,
people could be as old as 25 and still have that high school mentality.
It's 30.
Yeah.
Seeing it, we see it.
Yeah.
All the damn time. You know, there's like, and the other thing also is just like I feel like men have the more overbearing, like, you know, because like I feel like men are, especially, you know, when they have a wife, or, you know, that they know that everybody, you know, universally likes, right? That's attractive. It's like they're always, you know, they tend to show up at work, at your job, out of the blue. That's a violation of space.
Yes.
You know, that's a big one. That's a big no-no. Don't ever do that. Don't be a cornball.
Right. Unless like you 100% know that he or she wouldn't mind.
You know what? Even if you get invited the first few times, be like, nah, I don't want to go to your job. Then after a while, you know, after a couple invitations, then you go. Because as a man, that's what you're supposed to show. You're not supposed to show thirstiness.
Yeah.
Because that's being thirsty. Even if she asked you, that's still thirst, you know?
Yeah. That could cause problems at someone's job also.
Well, that's you don't want to be at your girl's job.
On both parties. Like she could get in trouble with her boss, or like a coworker could see you and be like, "Oh, he's hot," and then there's drama at the workplace.
Yeah, exactly. It could so much shit could happen, you know. And most importantly is you just don't, you know, like I feel like a workplace should be, you know, that place where you have your own space.
Yeah.
Not like out of everybody, you know.
Yeah.
That's where you have problems when you have spouses working together.
Yeah, it could be problematic.
Brothers or sisters, or brothers, whatever. They always have problems. I've seen it. I see it every day.
Yeah, and I've always said, keep your work life and your personal life separate.
Yeah, you gotta try it as much as you could, and
then murky waters and the shit starts happening.
And as much as you want to help somebody, also, it's like you don't want to put yourself in that position.
There's been a lot of times where people be like, "Oh, where do you work?" You don't need to know where I work.
Yeah, not cool.
And then, or the few people that know where I've worked, and it's like, "Oh, can you help me get a job there?" Nah, not really.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, then, you know, that person fucks up. And
yeah,
then
because
you
could 100% trust someone, but okay, let's say they get the job and then they start acting a fool. That shit looks bad on you.
Yeah, you look like the fool yourself.
And even if someone's getting me a job, I've always been on the fence about that, because that could cause problems also later down the line.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll have to be that person's bitch. Or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and then some people would expect something from you.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I owe you, or oh, you getting this money because of me. Like, I don't want anyone saying shit like that.
Yeah, that's garbage. But yeah, another form of space.
Parents and kids.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
Parents don't give their kids space.
Yeah, especially nowadays. They suffocate the shit out of these kids.
Even though your kid is a kid, right? Okay, yes. They're still little, they're not paying bills, whatever. No, they still need space. They're still learning how to operate as a 9-year-old, whatever, a child.
A human.
Yeah. Yeah, a human, but I'm saying, like, from going from a baby to not knowing anything to needing your parents to, okay, now I am independent.
Yeah.
And I need.
And every parent should identify, because every kid is different. And I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, do what you gotta, you know, let them go when they're 6 or whatever. Every kid is different. So you should identify at what age, what mental level they're at. You could start doing those, giving them a little bit more space.
Yeah.
Go do this. Go walk home from school, and little baby steps. And parents don't nowadays barely do that type of stuff.
Right. Like our eldest, he's independent now. He doesn't want help with anything. And once he learned how to do something, he's like, okay, mom and dad, I got it.
Yeah, like clothes, just as long as he knows
chooses his clothes.
Yeah, he knows what, if he knows where everything is at, he puts it on.
And that's another thing, style. Your kids are gonna have a different style from you, right? And most all these parents push the style that they want their kid to have.
Oh yeah.
If you want your kid to be preppy, but he wants to be chill and sweats and just relax. You can't push that on him because he's gonna resent you.
Yeah.
You need to let him or her find themselves, how to express themselves through fashion.
Yeah,
and through other things. You need to let them find what they're good at, what hobbies they like. Because there's also the dads where if their son likes basketball, but their dad was a football pro, they want to be like, no, you're not playing basketball, you're playing football.
Or they want to live vicariously through them.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Even though I still want my kids to go join the military.
Yeah. What else? And parents, and when their children turn into adults, you know how many parents have ruined relationships? Their kids' relationships?
Because they don't give them space.
Because they don't know how to let go, or they're calling 2-3 times a day is fine. 5-6 times a day. If you're close, like, okay, my mom and I are close.
I think we
talk all the time.
I think once a day is fine.
Yeah, I mean it's depending.
Like how much shit can you talk?
But this is where it is. It's like if I'm with you, and we're really spending time together, I don't pick up, or I don't like spend an hour on the phone with my mom.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You have to know the right timing for that, and some parents don't understand that. Like sometimes their kid will pick up and be like, listen, I'm spending time with my husband or my wife, and they'll take it the wrong way.
They don't even give a shit. Yeah. Sometimes they just don't give a shit. They just
keep on calling. Oh, there's the parents that show up unexpectedly.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Like, oh, my child's home is my home.
Yeah, nah.
It's not the same.
That don't work. That don't work here.
Because you have to realize your son or daughter has a husband and wife, or wife.
Yeah.
It's their home, not just your son or daughter's home.
Yeah. And yeah,
grandparents, and when it comes to their grandchildren,
that's another one.
There's so many relationships that people don't understand the concept of space.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's simple. Just give people space. Just
communication is key, because a lot of people are scared to talk about this topic.
Exactly.
Are scared to
if somebody
set the boundaries. Straight up,
if somebody you feel like is overwhelming and is not giving you space, let that person know. Straight up, and that's it. That's what we try to emphasize in this podcast, is you to be straight up. That's another thing. Is like sometimes being straight up is kind of frowned upon or looked at as
rude
or whatever it is. No, being, putting your foot on the ground, look at somebody in the face and telling them, hey, this is what's going on and I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. There's different ways to say it to different people. It's not a bad thing. People sometimes respect you for that.
Yeah.
Let it
be definitely.
Let it be your boyfriend, your parents, a boss, or somebody like, hey. Feel like you're even bosses don't know space. Sometimes they want to be hawking and looking at what you're doing and all this. You tell me, I got it. That's why you hired me, right? To do this job. I got you. This applies to everybody.
Yeah.
I really want to more apply it to, relationships and stuff, because that's what I see most people just fucking up.
Yeah.
Out there.
And girls, when your man wants to go out, let him go out, because you don't want to be overbearing and ask 101 questions, and soon enough he's just gonna be like, you know what, I need to stay late at work, and guess where he's gonna be? In the strip club, and you don't even know.
Exactly.
Shit's gonna turn worse. If he wants to go to a strip club with his boys, let him go to a strip club. You know what's expected at a strip club. A little touching, making it rain, drinking. As long as he does not cross the infidelity line,
yeah,
then you good. Men will be men.
Yeah, and when you let your man have his freedom, they're not gonna do shit. But when you are there just overwhelming and just like, oh yeah, you can't go here, you can't do this, blah blah blah, I'll expect you at this time and all this, it's just human nature, females and males.
You're gonna want to do the opposite.
They're gonna want to do the opposite, and we all see that shit happen.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're his girl, you're his spouse, not his mother.
Not even, and even at that, you're not him. You don't. He's not, that person is not a puppet.
No, but there's some women that nag, and he starts seeing you as this motherly figure, and that shit ain't sexy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
there's a time and place for everything.
That's true. Yeah.
We all know when men get sick, they're the biggest fucking babies. Right? What? When men get sick, like have a little flu, y'all are the biggest fucking babies.
Not me. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. That is when it's appropriate to take care of him. Yeah. And whatever, right? But not setting curfews and calling him 100 times and all this other shit, right?
Tracking.
What else? Checking bank statements and all that. Yeah. Who got time for that? And if you have time for that, you have way too much time on your hands.
And you should be doing something else better.
Exactly. You should be productive.
You should be aiming on a goal or something, because you're wasting your time.
Because you really need to establish and show each other that you guys trust each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I see you. I know you're your own person. I know you have your own circle of friends. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and have fun. Just be safe. That's what I've always told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even after we had our first son, right? You started a new job. You wanted to go hang out with your coworkers, whatever they were, or they invited you to something. Yeah. And what I said, I'm like, okay, go. A lot of girlfriends would be like, no, we just have this baby. You gotta stay with me. Expect them to be stuck together, and that especially that time. It's a very critical time.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, your man is seeing you in a whole new light. He's seeing you as a mother.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he's gonna help and stuff, hopefully. And you were very helpful. You've told me a lot of things, which is why I was like, okay, go have fun. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want you to feel the new pressures of being a dad and being overwhelmed.
Yeah, like there's also a balance to it. You know what I mean? Like, guys, you gotta know when to go out, when to do something. Females likewise. You gotta know when to go out, Like, you don't want to be like overdoing it, going out at the wrong time, and you just had an argument. Oh yeah, I need space. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the club.
Don't use the arguments as an excuse.
That's where I'd be like, nah, cool.
Because we all know, like, when you guys get into a serious fight and you go out, there's a big possibility you're gonna meet someone and it's like, oh, you're nothing like my girl. You're way cooler. And then...
Yeah, because it's like...
Bam, thank you, ma'am.
You got that in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, fuck this dude or this girl, And... when you have something in your head, you're very vulnerable to anybody.
And some people are very spiteful.
Yeah.
Especially if you've just had an argument about cheating, or you suspect something, or you didn't like something, or anything along those lines. Mm-hmm. We all know that's a recipe for disaster.
Yup. Don't do it. Yeah, just be straight up. I feel like just communication, like you said, communication. Yeah. And I feel like space should be communicated at the early stage of any relationship.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, that boyfriend and girlfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, any type of relationship like that, you need to set the boundaries. Yeah, both need to set the boundaries. And it's not like, oh yeah, you sit down and like, oh yeah, I don't like this, and that's a way to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it should come natural, or even just one day, like, oh, you know, like, as you're speaking about something, oh yeah, by the way, like, blah 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 blah, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could even be like, teach the person while you having space. So you're like, oh yeah, like this is what I like to do, you know, like, oh okay. Yeah. You know, people will understand. You say it in the right way, in the right tone.
It's all about how you word it.
Yeah.
And your attitude. Exactly. Which is something I've also had to learn. Because there was a time where I would try to be stern, but I would really come off bitchy or like selfish.
Damn, you meant hard on yourself.
No, because now that I'm older, it's like, and I reflect, it's just like, shit. I mean, I'm glad you don't think, okay, I'm glad you don't think that I was really like that. But it's just like, now I have so much understanding, and now I know how to,
I get it.
Work it, because I've never been good at dealing with emotions.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way. Yeah, like everybody could improve. I could have done things way better and all that, you know?
And like, we're in such a good space now, so I mean, we've always been in a good space. Yeah. I'm just saying, with everything we've been through. Yeah. Like, I feel like nothing could touch us. Because we know how to communicate so good now.
Yeah. And that's what we always emphasize, communication. Yeah. Communication is key to everything. Mm-hmm. And people, like, as much as people hear this shit all the time, people don't get it. People don't actually put that skill to use, you know?
Either because they didn't grow up learning how to communicate. Yeah, that's one thing. Or they just think it's bullshit. Or people are proud. Don't let your pride get in the way of whatever it is you need to accomplish. Whether it be relationship or any other aspect in your life. Yeah. You know what else? What people need to give each other space? When you realize that your significant other has a shady friend, right? Yeah. But like, let's say they're very close to that person. It's their best friend. They're day one. Mm-hmm. And like, okay, you talk to your significant other about that friend, and they don't want to believe it, or they don't see it at that moment. Yeah. And other people try their best to fuck up that friendship. Yeah. That shit is just gonna backfire on you. Yeah. You can't do that and like it really works. No, you just have to wait until that person's true colors come out for your man or your woman to see.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have to be that complicated when it comes to everything. Yeah.
Like if your significant other has a best friend, let them be with their best friend. Mm-hmm. And I get it. It could be a little fishy if it's friend of the opposite sex.
Yeah, that's
that's a topic for another day. Yeah. But even at that, you have to give them space, because whatever is going to happen will happen.
Yeah, if you don't,
and if something bad comes out of that best friend relationship, then it's not just the best friend that's to blame. It's your man or your girl also.
Definitely your man.
Yeah, because if they're entertaining that bullshit. Yeah. All that best friend, little sister bullshit, nah. That could get complicated. Yeah. But like I said, space and time reveals all.
That should be the next topic or one of those topics.
Oh yeah,
Can that's definitely gonna be it. And women be friends?
Yeah, and what y'all think about that, little sister or big brother relationship, friendship type shit?
Whatever, just a male and a female relationship. Yeah. Can it? I'm gonna tell you straight up from now. Hell no, it can't work. Men, females could look at that in that way, not men. That's just my short thing, but whole topic is coming up.
Yeah, I think that goes back to science.
Yeah, it goes all the way down to biology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And if you're listening and you have feedback, write in the comments.
Yeah.
Or DM us or email us, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So yeah, so let's wrap up this space stuff.
Yeah. So, point is, learn how to give each other space, right? Yep. In friendship, relationships,
and everything. Every relationship.
But I'm gonna emphasize with your significant other, give each other space. Learn how to give each other space. There's so many ways.
And communicate it.
Yeah.
Communicate it. If you feel like you're feeling, this suffocation, overwhelming feeling from somebody, just let them know. Mm-hmm. Don't be a bitch about it, but just let them know, hey, this is my time. So, just wind down. Yeah. Whatever the case may be, just communicate it.
I'm not saying by giving them space, you're giving them a free-for-all. No, you need to realize that you're you, they're them. Together, you're a unit, yes, but you guys each have
you guys are individuals at the end of the day.
Own personalities, own goals, all that shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, the takeaway is, when it comes to space, I think is communication.
Yeah.
Communicate it. If nothing else works, it's just communication.
Space is so important for both of you to flourish.
The success of a relationship, especially, when it comes to a loving relationship, is very, very important. I can't emphasize how important space is.
And you know that saying that goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder? It could be applied to this too. Yeah, like if you guys are always on top of each other 24/7, you're bound to start bickering, arguing about stupid bullshit that never mattered, and you just gonna get tired of each other no matter how much you're in love. Mm-hmm. Everyone has these annoying qualities.
It could get old.
Yeah,
it could get old real fast, and that's how a relationship could get old, and that's how people. Then that's how people just run through people, like go to the next relationship like that. It's because they're overbearing, overwhelming, and they like that with the other person. At the end of the day, that's what's ruining their relationship because they're that type of people.
Yeah. So guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any feedback,
and
share.
Stop being overwhelming. Stop being a nag.
Stop being overbearing.
Stop all that crap. For real. Like, they gotta stop.
Yes.
Too many relationships are dying because of this bullshit.
Yeah, don't know how to give each other space.
Yeah. Word. Alright then. So, yeah, until next time.
And if you need to talk to your partner about them giving you space, this video can help you.
Yup. Send us to this video. There you go. Send us to this video.
Yes. Alright, guys. Like always, stay up, be positive, work towards your goals.
Alright, guys.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.